The world is full of endless possibilities and opportunities. Everyone has the potential to make the world a better place. Mitrex is a bold, new initiative to do just that, by transforming single-purpose cladding and glass products into beautifully designed, rapidly produced, and cost-effective solar energy generators. We see a future where buildings and structures become self-sustained micro-power plants. To realize this vision, Mitrex will make it possible for architects, developers, and building owners to embrace building integrated solar technology at below-market prices. Mitrex allows a building to leverage its vertical surfaces to generate clean, green electricity. New ideas require innovative ways of developing products, testing them, and manufacturing them. Imagining, making, and delivering new products demands a corporate culture that learns, collaborates, takes risks, and has fun doing it. And a culture that's aligned with our mission to be a catalyst that accelerates the adoption of building integrated solar technology. We believe a more sustainable future is possible now. Are you ready to join us?
Hi everyone, thank you so much for taking the time to join our webinar today. My name is Emily Reese and I am on the business development team here at Mitrex, and I'm really looking forward to giving you this presentation today that will give you an overview on who is Mitrex, what are we doing, and how we are planning to change the urban landscape moving forward. We are taking sustainability to a whole new level. So throughout our presentation, please feel free to ask any questions in the chat. We are live and available to take any questions. So without further ado, let's get started. So as a company, we have a long history of over 25 years in the construction industry and in facade design. We are a developer and manufacturer of a wide range, cost-effective, integrated solar products, such as cladding, windows, and railings that are all cost-effective, rapidly manufactured, and have no design limitations. I want everyone to take a moment here and picture your favorite big city skyline, or concentrate on this image, which is from Toronto Skyline, which is where our headquarters is in Toronto. Consider how much electricity all these buildings are using. It's a whole lot. Well, imagine they were all generating clean energy. It's possible, and we're making it happen. Which takes me to our mission statement and what we're all about, and what we're going to dive into today. And our mission at Mitrex is to be the catalyst that accelerates the adoption of sustainable, energy-generating, human-made structures. Let's take a look at some of the pains and problems that you as landlords and property managers face on a day-to-day when it comes to your developments, whether they be retrofits, redevelopments, or new projects. Here we see a couple of pains and problems, both significant and in relation to one another. The first problem is in the construction industry that comes with many pains, added pollution, messy construction sites, heavy machinery, accidents on site, and eventually buildings that start to deteriorate over time. Not to mention all the carbon emissions being released into the air during construction. And the other problem is in pollution. Mitrex has created a solution to all of these problems. So up until the early 2000s, we believed that we could do anything to our environment without suffering any direct consequences. Most of us now recognize that we cannot ignore universal laws and go on with the way we have been living our lives for the past few decades. Global warming is a very hard truth. In the last 50 years alone, nature has sent us many clear messages, and we have two ways of responding to those messages. And that is either the option to ignore nature's guidance at our own risk, or respect natural laws by adapting to them, changing our ways in almost everything that we do, especially in the realm of urban development. We must make the right decisions now in order to determine the well-being of our planet. This brings me to our philosophy. And essentially to answer nature's calling. Mitrex is a solution to this problem. Our vision is to simplify the integration of solar technology into everything around us and basically create power plants generated from the sun, as well as offer the construction industry the technology needed to apply the principles of nature to their buildings, all while making the building process much cleaner, simpler, and faster. The triangle on the right-hand side here is our Mitrex way of thinking. So ultimately, every single thing we do is in this triangle on the right-hand side. Our team realized that there are many challenges when it comes to solar integration. which has slowed the adoption of it, and we have solved these challenges in 3 ways. The first thing is the transition to solar energy is quite expensive. With Mitrex, that is no longer the case, as Mitrex solutions are cost-effective and are comparable to alternative market materials, or will cost even less. The second is the manufacturing process can take a very long time. At Mitrex, that will never be the case, as we have our own factory and can produce up to 25,000 square feet a day. And the last thing is that solar technology or solar panels doesn't always look good, and they're not always aesthetically pleasing. At Mitrex, we've solved that problem. Our solutions have absolutely no design limitation, and you never have to compromise aesthetics or design for sustainability ever again. And we'll get into those visuals shortly. Now I want to bring your attention to the image on the left-hand side. This is our desired city. Mitrex has endless applications where every single surface touched by the sun can be integrated with solar technology. There are endless possibilities of what we're doing now and the next few months and years to come. We vision all hospitals, airports, stadiums, sidewalks, military bases, and more, as you can see here, all operating using Mitrex. Here is a great visual that will paint a picture. So this is a rendering of a project that we're currently working on in Ontario, where you can see that the cladding, windows, and railings are all integrated with Mitrex solar technology. Now that we have gone over our vision and philosophy, how do we apply this to our materials? Mitrex has developed building materials that integrate solar technology without compromising the function or aesthetics of the material. Specifically, our cladding and glass products have solar cells embedded into the material and are installed in the same way as traditional systems. These systems solve the problems posed by traditional solar products that lack aesthetic and design options, while also giving building owners a sustainable solution for their buildings at a below market price. This solution is suitable for new builds, new developments, and even retrofits to improve aging infrastructure. Our cladding is made of several layers: the tempered glass, which is the customizable facing material, the solar cell, and the aluminum honeycomb backing. The facing is made of tempered glass that has a durable ceramic layer, which can be patterned with absolutely any design and any color. In particular, the tempered glass is engineered to allow light to pass through and reach the photovoltaic layer, thereby enhancing its productivity. The ceramic coating features colors and inks that are UV stable and fade resistant, that are embedded into the glass, ensuring the facade will always look as it did when it was first installed. There's also an anti-reflective coating that helps the solar cells absorb as much sunlight as possible, increasing the efficiency of the panel, and an anti-soiling coating that allows for self-cleaning. Because Mitrex cladding is patterned with fade-resistant and UV-stable colors, its design will never fade like traditional UV-sensitive materials such as wood, for example. The durable tempered glass is also stronger than materials such as aluminum and concrete, and in addition to being self-cleaning, the durability of the cladding resists being marred, scratched, or pitted by elements such as weather. In regard to the solar technology, the solar cell is sandwiched between the tempered glass and the aluminum honeycomb backing. The aluminum honeycomb backing is what reduces the weight of the panel without endangering the structural integrity of the product. The lightweight is what also allows for efficient installation without the use of cranes or any other heavy machinery on a job site, in contrast to traditional cladding. The lightweight panel does not add any additional weight to the infrastructure as well. Altogether, these 3 integral layers combine to make a beautiful, durable, efficient, and lightweight cladding panel that generates electricity. Mitrex solar glass is made of 2 layers of the tempered glass that sandwich a layer of monocrystalline silicon or thin film solar cells in between them. The glass is code compliant and can conform to all design needs, including choosing the transparency level as well as the color tint of the glass. And just like the cladding, the anti-reflection and anti-soiling coatings will keep your railings clean and efficient. This is our railing system that uses Mitrex solar glass as well. The cells are seamlessly integrated into the railing glass, and all wiring and circuitry are concealed in the railing posts or the base, thus guaranteeing beauty, safety, and durability. The Mitrex railing system also allows for customization from the level of transparency to the metal handrails and posts in efforts to suit any design needs. This is our Mitrex solar roof modules specifically made for residential home applications that are designed to seamlessly blend in with traditional roofing materials. They are easy to install and are priced competitively, all to allow for mass adoption of solar energy at the heart of the home, making it easy for absolutely anybody to reduce their carbon emissions. The result is a uniform, aesthetically pleasing roof that generates solar energy without the poor aesthetics associated with typical solar panels. Design options include asphalt and slate shingles in various colors. Mitrex solar roof panels also feature frameless modules that maximize the surface area of energy generation that allow for a flawless design on your rooftop. In comparison, traditional rooftop panels have unattractive frames that hinder adoption due to their poor aesthetics. Mitrex solar roof panels are applied over existing rooftops. The installation method is the same as traditional rooftop panels, meaning that any certified installer can install them anywhere. So at Mitrex, we offer full turnkey services. Our vision as an energy company is to simplify the integration of solar technology into everything around us, and to offer the construction industry the tools needed to apply the principles of nature to their building, and essentially turn any structure into a green micro power plant. To achieve economic value, Mitrex has engineered its costs by lowering them by offering these full turnkey services. We handle complete cycle of implementation from the pricing stage to manufacturing, to project management, blue skin, installation, and the installation stages. After installing the solar technology, we maintain the solar system to guarantee that the energy is being generated at the predicted efficiency. And now we're going to play a very short animated video for you guys.
Mitrex is a bold new initiative that transforms urban structures into self-sustained micro power plants. Our vision and technology demand a new way of thinking, one that challenges how electricity is currently generated and distributed. Our unique business model options drive the adoption of solar integrated cladding and railing systems by building owners, property developers, and architects. Mitrex solar cladding and glass products enable a building to leverage its vertical surfaces to generate clean, green electricity. Our solar technology can be adopted in two ways. You buy our solar integrated systems at an attractive price. This allows building owners to have a facade that generates electricity to be used by the building. Or you buy our products at below market prices. Under this arrangement, Mitrex operates and maintains the solar technology, and we share the electricity revenue with you for 30 years. This is a risk-free solution for building owners that want cost-effective cladding and railing, and less expensive electricity. In essence, we become an energy company. The result? Win-win-win. For our customers, Mitrex, and our planet. We are focused on making the future more sustainable. Are you ready to join us?
Hope you enjoyed that video. So at this part of the presentation is where we transition into the cost and price analysis. So earlier on, when I was talking about our philosophy and how we're making the transition to solar more cost effective, this is why. So currently, Mitrex works with a wide range of clients in the construction industry globally. On one end, some clients want to invest in solar technology because of the revenue generation and environmental benefits that result from solar energy. On the other hand, some clients want to lower their construction costs or have a limited budget. Because of this, Mitrex business models were created to ensure all clients benefit from Mitrex integrated technology, regardless of the end user needs, from the desire to generate revenue through integration or budgetary concerns of a project. Mitrex meets everyone's needs in the market. For clients who want to lower construction costs or are budget focused, the Mitrex Power Agreement, or MPA, was developed. With MPA, there is no upfront investment, as the client is buying the product below market price and entering a 30-year contract with Mitrex, where we deliver a full turnkey service for those 30 years. In this agreement, Mitrex owns the power being generated, and it is sold back to the building owner at a cost lower than the current price of the grid. So for example, in Ontario, it is at 25% lower than the regular electricity prices. For clients who want to invest in solar technology for revenue generation, the Direct Purchase Agreement, or DPA, was developed to meet this need. With DPA, there is marginal investment as the client is buying the product at an attractive market price, but they have full ownership of the generated electricity. In this agreement, our full turnkey services are included as well. DPA is extremely cost-effective in the long run, as full ownership results in a very high return on investment, as much as 300% in the 30 years, and a quick payback period of less than 10 years for building owners. In addition, the federal government of Canada offers tax incentives that provide further savings. For instance, one of the possible incentives available under the options includes the entire cost of the cladding to be written off in the first year. These savings provide value for building owners, as the money saved can be reinvested in other projects or other business activities. Here we can see a cost breakdown with a side-by-side comparison of Mitrex BIPV versus traditional materials. Whether the project is a new development or a retrofit, you need to clad the exterior of the building regardless. So why not clad the building with a material that generates revenue and creates clean energy? Traditional materials such as ACM or precast concrete cost anywhere between $45 to $75 per square foot for the upper part of the tower, and $35 to $65 per square foot for the podium. In addition, with alternative materials, there is an additional maintenance cost over the 30 years. As explained earlier, Mitrex has two purchase options. The cost with MPA is significantly lower, with a $30 to $50 per square foot, and with DPA, it's $50 to $90 per square foot. Because again, as mentioned earlier, there is a marginal investment with a high return with DPA. Here we can see that our cost is comparable, if not lower, but it is important to remember that because of our turnkey services, we are eliminating hidden costs that come with the building envelope. The advantage of using Mitrex solutions, and one thing I want you to remember, is that your building will be a constant revenue generator. So, if you look at the last column, regardless of the Mitrex purchase options, MPA or DPA, at the 30-year mark, the material will cost significantly less than traditional material. This is a price analysis of a typical building of 100,000 square feet of cladding in Ontario. This is an analysis that we provide to all clients, where we take a look at the cost of traditional material as well as the cost breakdown for both purchase options, MPA and DPA. This client in particular was looking at traditional cladding, which in Canada right now is about $65 per square foot. With MPA, the cost of cladding would be $45 per square foot, as Mitrex is taking on the initial investment, ultimately saving the client $2 million on their budget. Here, Mitrex would share $720,000 of the electricity revenue with the client, and the payback period is instant, as the client made no investment on the solar and paid even less compared to the alternative materials for their building envelope. Therefore, all of the revenue being generated from the electricity becomes an infinite return on investment for this client under the MPA model. Alternatively, with DPA, there is an investment of an additional $1.5 million, as the cladding costs $80 per square foot versus the $65 per square foot with the traditional cladding material. Though there is a marginal investment, the payback period of the material is 9 years, and there is a 320% return on investment in 30 years, as the client will be receiving $4.8 million of revenue from the electricity that their building is generating as a result of the BIPV. The same model goes for our solar glass and our solar rail. So to summarize, Mitrex has these two business models again to ensure that clients benefit using Mitrex integrated technology. When we work on a project, we always present both purchase options regardless of the end user needs, whether it is to generate revenue through solar integration or budgetary concerns of the project. This is another case study, but this time we're looking at a rental building in Toronto. Again, here we compare the traditional material, which for this particular client was brick, with Mitrex cladding solutions. Here we are looking at the benefits of the Mitrex BIPV solution over 30 years after the energy revenue and tax benefits. With MPA, The cost of the cladding will end up being $24 per square foot, and with DPA, it ends up being $14 per square foot over the 30 years versus $37 per square foot with traditional brick. At Mitrex, we are conscious of the environmental footprint caused by the construction industry. Mitrex has developed these products and solutions that can be easily incorporated into the design of buildings, and we offer purchase options that allow any building owner to integrate solar. The outcome of our efforts to develop solar products that simplify the adoption of clean energy is the impact it has on our environment. For one building over 30 years, the energy produced is the equivalent of removing 2,000 cars off the road or powering 1,700 homes. Imagine large-scale adoption. So for 50 buildings over 30 years, the energy produced is equivalent of providing electricity for 1.3 million homes and planting 5 billion trees. So at Mitrex, we think solar shouldn't be an extra cost for any structure or a burden on design. From our point of view, integration is the solution, which lower costs and transforms single-purpose materials into multi-purpose surfaces. This is now attainable with Mitrex. We have invested heavily into our research and development to fully commercialize solar products. All our products are made in Canada and can be easily incorporated into your buildings. We encourage you to check our website as it is constantly being updated with new improvements and announcements. You can also book a meeting with us to learn more about our solar products and solutions or discuss a project. So that is it for our presentation today. We're looking forward to getting to the rest of your questions if we haven't already. Again, thank you so much. I hope to connect with some of you in the near future. You can book a meeting with me or anyone on our business development team directly on our website. If you have any questions, please feel free to answer them, or you can email us directly. Thank you so much.